Hey guys, welcome back. Here I am, Olight in hand. Olight's having another sale, and they wanted me to let you know about it. And we are going to take a look at the Baton Pro, which is kind of an interesting name for Olight because they usually have, some numbers, letters associated with it. You remember the S1R Baton 2, right? The special edition one we looked at a little bit ago. The video got pulled. I don't know why. So if you saw it, great. If you didn't, sorry you missed it. It's basically just the special edition of the S1R. Special color, in that kind of bronze tan color. But I was looking at it, and I was looking at this in the package, and one kind of really reminds me of the other a little bit there. But the Baton Pro is a kind of a mid-size light, still fairly small, but you can see it's got a lot of modes. It's got a lot of light. I'm really interested in seeing how it does on a little test range out back. I suck at opening those that way. Let's just open it from the bottom. So, similar design in terms of the texturing to give you really nice grip and everything. Similar clip. Right, so the reversible two-way clip can go on the bill of a hat, can also function as a deep carry clip in your pocket. The typical Olight blue accents, which I really like on their lights. But it is really, if you look at it, it's like a double size Baton, SR1 Baton. Overall, single button operation. It's got Olight's magnetic charging system on the bottom, which I absolutely love. So not only is this a magnetic base, you can use it just to, stick it on stuff, but also it has, and here's everything that's included. It has Olight's magnetic charger, which is just great. You just pop it on. You don't have to fumble with any kind of cords or anything. You just boop, and it's on, and there you have it. So I love this system. I think it's one of the best charging systems out there. There's, lights where you have to take the battery out and charge it. There's some lights where it has external charging where you can plug it in directly to the light, but that's by far the easiest way to charge a flashlight in the world. So let's see. There's usually a thing we have to remove to get it to work the first time. We've got a 3500 milliamp 18650 battery with a button. Button top, not flat top. It's important to note. Now, all the modes, there's of course, the manual here, but I usually don't read that till I'm about halfway done with the test, and I don't know how to get it to do what I want to do. So your three basic modes are just going to be through click on, click off. Do you see that nice, it's not just an immediate, it's got a little bit of a power down when it goes off, which is cool. So turn it on, and then we've got, this is low, which is going to be the 30 lumen, medium 120 lumens, high 600 lumens. Okay. Now, I'm guessing if I hold it down, let's see if we get to our 5 lumen mode. Yep. Hold it down while it's off, it gets to your 5 lumen mode, which doesn't look like much in here, but we go outside. I'm sure we'll see it a lot better for what it is. You turn it off, we turn it back on. Are we in 5 lumen? Yep. So it's got a memory to remind you where you turn it off and turn it back on. So a quick double click should get us right to turbo. That's bright. Now, of course, the camera's attenuating light a little bit because we're inside like this. Should show us the full brightness outside, but that's pretty bright. And that's going to bring us out of turbo and into the medium mode. Yeah. Now, here's your strobe warning. Triple click is going to get us into the strobe mode. I actually heard the lens on the camera fluttering trying to do that attenuation there. So the basic, 3 modes, and then you've got your moonlight mode, and then you've got your strobe, and then you've got your turbo mode. Turbo mode also has a timeout feature, so you don't overheat anything there. It's going to go down to the 600 lumen high mode after a few minutes, and you can easily put it back up there if you want. So what you've got is, and how many lumens is that? 2,000 lumens. So your S2R, your S1R goes all the way up to 1,000 lumens. This is going to double that, basically, with your turbo mode. So we go outside, we'll really see the full brightness of that turbo mode, you know, without the camera attenuation adjusting basically for us, trying to make it not so bright for you. I don't think the brightness of the turbo really came out here, but weight is very nice. What I like is, whereas the S1R is small, and some people like a nice small light, this one fills the hand very nicely. So you can get a really, really good grip on it. It's got that texturing, so you know it's not going to slip out of your hand. You've got a nice large clip, which is a deep carry clip with a little bit of the flashlight coming out over the pocket, but a good amount, you know, for whether you want to put it on the bill of a hat for hands-free mode or keep it secure in the pocket or even on a belt. And you know that clip indexes really well. It's exactly 180 degrees from the button, so even if you're using it in pitch darkness, you're really well able to figure out, just based on where your hand positioning is, exactly where that button's going to be to get it active and on fairly quickly without having to fumble around for finding the button or where you're going to turn it on or whatever, you know. So I'm very excited to use this flashlight and take it outside. All right, out here in the dark, lots of nature noise though. It's nice, actually. Let me give you a minute of this nice, calm, naturey sound. Okay, so for those of you who don't know how I do my flashlight test, I have a measured distance to 50 feet and 100 feet in my yard from where I have the camera right now. At both distances, I have FireTac and VSSL reflective range markers put up on different things. There's a structure, an old shed at 100 feet, and a trail walking stick at 50 feet. So we're going to use those as our guides to just mark out the ranges of where we are. Of course, as we're doing this, we'll see how far the light beam projects. We'll see the quality of light. We'll see I can't quite think of the term I usually use because I stole it from working with weapon system sensors, but the width basically of how the field of view, that's it, the field of view, the field of regard for the light that we use, and we'll basically see how well this light performs under real conditions out here in the dark. But what I also like to do when we start is I take a piece of glow-in-the-dark material. This is glow-in-the-dark kyanite. Now you can see where I accidentally got it in the light a little bit, but the rest of it should be pretty much dark here. So we're going to take this Baton and we're going to put it on its highest setting on turbo, and we're going to let it charge this for 10 seconds, and then we're just going to let it sit. We're going to see how much light this throws out to charge up this glow-in-the-dark material, and then look at it again at the end to see how much light and energy it has put into this. So here it comes. Might be bright. All right, that's a pretty bright light. We can read the Olight, very clearly read the Olight on there. It's like a big green spotlight, so it really charged it up well. Okay, we'll put this to the side. First thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this on to low, and I'm going to put it right here. So on low power, you can see those reflection off the 50-foot range markers off to the right. Right now I have the camera zoomed in a bit too, just for the sake of zooming in so we can see. We're not getting a lot of light thrown off the 100. We're not getting anything off the 100-foot, but you can, if I pan down a little bit, you can see in front of us. Okay. I'm going to go up one to medium. Oh, you know what? You can just kind of make out the 100-foot ones, I think, over there. And there's our tent. So let's go up to medium. Now you can definitely, so we could see the 100-foot a little bit. Now you can definitely see the 100-foot markers and the 50-foot nice and bright. I'm going to go up to high. And now not only can you see those range markers, but you can see the shed as well, and the tent and everything. So I'm going to turn this now 45 degrees to the left, see what you can see. And now I'm going to do 45 degrees to the right, see how much light. You can still see the 50 foot. All right, I'm going to turn it off, and we're going to go to the moonlight mode, the 5 lumens. And that is pretty, you know, my hands, about 1.5 foot in front of the camera. But you're not going to see anything unless it's right in front of you. You know, here's looking down. So now, here's bright light warning. And turn that off. We're going to go to the full-on turbo mode. Wow, that's bright. That's bright. I didn't bring the camera up all the way enough, but we are basically illuminating everything here. This is pretty good. You can fully see. Now I'm going to do the 45 degree again, and 45, and very nice quality light. Let me shine it down. Yeah. So you get a very strong light. So again, that barn out there, that red dilapidated shed with the markers, that's 100 feet away. And now I'm going to zoom in on it just so you see what you actually can see out there with this light. I mean, you can see the reflective markers, but you can actually see details on the outside of that shed 100 feet away with this light. You can see a little bit into the wood line there. This is a pretty small handheld light too. It is getting a little bit warm, so let's go back down to high power. Okay. Actually, let's go to low. Now, you've got your LED battery indicator, which I didn't talk about or show you before. So it's green, telling us we've got plenty of power now. Now, the one thing we haven't done yet is the strobe. So, strobe warning. Very fast strobe. Very bright as well. And back to our low power mode. So it performs pretty nicely, especially for something so small in your hand. Let's take a look at our reflective material, which is still going pretty well. All right, so I should clarify. When I mentioned that the Olight was having a sale, what I meant was this is a new release light. It's going on sale for the first time. So as of October 1st, this light will be available for the very first time to the public, and you can grab it. And so if you like the S2R, this light is going to be a big step up from that. So I would say, you know, grab it. A lot of people like the small little lights. I love one, like I said, that fits in your hand and you can really hold on to it. For all you guys who like a light that you can really hold on to, this is a really good one. Great EDC light, really nice. Really enjoy the light that this one puts out. So I have to recommend this one for that, for sure. Has a lot of great features. Check the video description for a link to Olight's website where you can check this out, you know, on the first, and see what it's all about there. This is, I was really impressed with how well this did. I love that Olight is constantly improving. They've never been a company to just sit on a product and say, yeah, this is great. They're always saying, this is great, how can we make it better? And so this is a really fine improvement to the, like, you know, to the S2R type light. So awesome. What did you guys think of it? I know that, you know, there's always, like, there's a never-ending stream of Olight videos on my channel, but that's because Olight, like I said, they're always improving. They're always making it better. And that's why they're one of my top flashlight brands. Like, when I need a light I can depend on, I'm not just saying this. When there's something that I'm involved in and I need a light that I know I can really, really count on, that's why I take an Olight with me. There's one in my car. There's one in, you know, my oh shit bag. There's always an Olight that I know I can depend on. even though a lot of them do, and I recognize a lot of them do look similar to each other, it's because they're always bumping it up one more level with every successive generation of each light. So what do you guys think? You like it? So feel free to discuss. Feel free to check out Olight's website and get in on this right when it comes out and see what else they have to offer. And check out all the other links in the video description while you're at it. So, as always, guys, I appreciate every one of you. You are all absolutely awesome. Thanks, Olight, for sending me a cool sample that I can test out and let you guys know about before it's officially available. And I'll be back again real soon.